Hello. I was gonna do my video outside just now, but we have a storm coming in. It's supposed to rain a ton tomorrow. And so it is really windy out there, and I was worried that the sound would be terrible. So that said, I am not going outside. Today, we went to Malmö. Things that I had on the agenda didn't work out. We had a bit of a kerfuffle. Luckily, the wallet fell out here at the house. So Anna's wallet fell out of her purse here in the courtyard at the house. And when we got into Malmö, she was, looking for it at lunch. She went to pay for her and Magnus's food and found it wasn't there. Was able to pay with her phone, but then, was freaking out a little bit, everybody knows. You lose your wallet, it's like the world is coming to an end. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go to the DMV. I don't know how it works in Sweden, but I'm sure it's the same thing. What about my credit card? So our plan to wander about town and stuff kind of didn't work out as a result of that. So she headed back to the house in hopes that it would be here somewhere. And Magnus and I hung out in Malmö for a couple hours. He had a doctor's appointment. I went and wandered the city and saw some cool sights. Giant mural on the wall. I don't know how to describe it. It was a whole bunch of shoes of famous people on this bridge, and they had cast them. I think that's the word. They cast them like in bronze maybe. And then underneath each pair of shoes, it had what they did, like why they were famous, and their name and their lifespan. So it was like actresses and scientists and all that. So it was a bridge with like 12 pairs of shoes on each side of the bridge. Let's see what else. Beautiful, like canal walking, boats about. We had a lovely lunch before we realized about the wallet. We'd ordered food, so we sat down and we ate and then wandered about. And then Magnus and I took the train back to Skurup. Skurup is the train station. Skivarp, I keep getting those confused, is the town where their house is. So we did that, and then Anna picked us up there. Had a lovely dinner here. Tried to replicate a drink that I discovered in Italy. Worked out pretty well. It was yummy. Elderflower liqueur, sparkling white wine, a little bit of mineral water, and a lime. It's kind of a modified Hugo Spritz, which is so yummy. And then they introduced me to Eurovision. I had never heard of Eurovision. I don't know who in the US watches it, but I guess it's a pretty big deal over here in Europe. It's been going on for 67 years. And it is out of control. It is crazy. Sweden won this year, so that was kind of fun to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed Finland. It's totally and completely insane. And yeah, so it was a nice evening. And then Magnus and I watched Mr. Mercedes. We started watching that. Sick and twisted, but at least we have something to watch in the evenings. Anna's not a big fan, so she's been painting in the evening when we watch the show. And I need to get to sleep because last night I started reading it 3 nights ago, but I had barely made it very far. I'd read like 10 pages and 10 pages the first 2 nights and then fallen asleep. Well, last night, just got into this book and I could not put it down. It's one that Anna recommended. Oh, come here, book. Good grief. Okay. Ugh. It's called The Choice. And it is the story of a Holocaust survivor. And I've been interested in all of this, just refreshing my memory on a lot of the German history and I mean, really European history during the World War II time period after spending some time in Berlin and Austria. And so there's that. I have to confess one thing. I have bought an excessive amount of Swedish licorice. I have a problem. The way I'm justifying it is that I'll be here in Skivarp for, let's see, 4 more days, and then I'll be with my aunt and uncle on an island with no stores. Literally, it is a tiny island with just houses on it, not even cars or anything. You have to take a boat to get there, and then there's nothing except houses. So, and I'll be there for a week. So the way I figure it, I'm gonna need a stash of candy, but I may have gone overboard. Anyways, I'm still just loving it here, really happy, enjoying spending time with my cousin and his beautiful wife in their lovely home. And I'm really starting to wish that my neighborhood would allow chickens, because I've kind of fallen in love with their chickens. Good morning. Today we are heading off to Malmö to just see the town a little bit, run a few errands. We might try to stop by the office that does citizenship things, because according to my mother, way back when, she did all the paperwork in order for me to be eligible for dual citizenship. Not necessarily planning on living in Sweden full time, but a Swedish dual citizenship would mean that I could be in Europe, in the Schengen region, without the limitation of 90 days. So if I ever wanted in a year to, do more than 90 days, it would allow me that flexibility. So just gonna see if that's even an option, if they have record of anything that my mom did. So that's one of the items on the agenda. Get to see their other place. So we're at the country house, gonna go out and see their actual place in the city. And not sure what else. We'll see what the day holds. Off we go to Malmö. Say hi, Anna. Hi. And Magnus.
Hello.
All right, so we just had a lovely lunch at a place that looked a lot like the food court at Tivoli. And Anna's having a bit of a misplaced wallet scare. So our plans have changed a little bit for the day. Magnus is going to a doctor's appointment, and Anna went home because we're hoping that her wallet fell out of her purse before she left. So she headed home just to clear that anxiety. And I just am gonna walk around Malmö for an hour or so while they are handling those things. And Magnus and I are then going to take the train home so Anna could take the car. So I am just wandering about some cool buildings and looking for pretty things. So pretty in this downtown area. Cool sculptures right on the waterfront. There's a lighthouse. Cool ships. Pretty neat place. Magnus and I have successfully navigated the train and we are in Skurup. And now we search for Anna. Okay, we have found Anna and she is retrieving us from the train station so that we can head home. Wallet found, happy day, no stress.
Found the yellow shirt.
And the yellow shirt. All right, I'm being introduced to Eurovision. Smile, everyone.